Good morning, Miss Tasha. How you doing? Oh, my bad. What's happening, family? What's happening? How was y'all's weekend? Was it amazing? We got 2 weeks left. Who finna go hard, right? So we got 2 weeks left to go hard. To my dispatchers, this is the time for y'all to go get some carriers. They're gonna be sitting down. So I've been saying that for last couple of weeks. I know a lot of people got in their mind that they're gonna start at the top of the year, August, and I'm telling you that is the wrong mindset to have. Okay, you can sign up a carrier now, right? Get them signed up because now that they want you to show proof and all this other kind of stuff now. So because of that, you need to get a carrier now, and then tell them you're gonna start him at the top of January, him or her. Okay, if you don't do that, I'm telling you, you're gonna be behind. Okay, I promise you, I've been doing this for I don't know how many years now, since 2018. I'm telling you what's gonna happen. The people ain't gonna listen, because they're gonna get in their mind, they not ready, they can do their holidays, blah, 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 and they gonna get behind when all you gotta do is get a carrier, tell them, hey man, we're gonna start in January. Okay, but the purpose of this live, right, is to explain to y'all what I posted today. Okay, so to those who know, right, real quick, I've been a carrier since 2016. Okay. I have not really had a vision for next level, my trucking business, besides having assets and getting money. Because if y'all know that, I don't drive. I despise driving. I have never driven, none of that. Okay, so trucking business since 2016. What's up, family? Trucking business since 2016. And I have never picked up and dropped a load because I never cared for it. I don't drive. I don't like driving. I don't want to be doing maintenance, none of that. But I bought trucks anyway because financially it made sense. Now, with the oncoming thing, what's happening, family? Thank you so much, you too. So with the next upcoming year, I just had a truck that got wrecked the other day. And then I was doing some research, looking, talking to a couple of people, and then I kind of got inspired because this last November, they said was the greatest fall off of only operators. And I don't know how many years they said. It might have been ever. I don't know how many years or how many owner-operators shut down their business, right? So then when I was driving to Odessa to go get my trailer, I thought to myself, you know what, man? What I'm going to do is I'm going to merge both worlds, which is B Logistics, which has always been a platform for education. And I'm going to merge the fact that I have a trucking business. So for like the last 3 years, I had people randomly ask me, you doing owner-operators? I'm like, nope. You signing on? I'm like, nope, because I'm looking like, what's the point, right? But now when I was thinking about it, I said, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to do owner operators. I'm going to see how it's going to work because people continue to fail. Not only do they continue to fail, but now brokers, if y'all know, since probably about, the middle of last year or this year, I'm sorry, brokers are now pushing it back to where it was just 90 days, now 6 months. Now more people are doing a year to 18 months, right? And so because of that, it's going to make it harder for people who have the skill set to drive just to get their business off the ground because now they want you to have multiple inspections, all of that, right? So the brokers are making it dang near impossible for a new company to get off the ground. So because of that, I said, you know what? I'm going to do both. So this is what we're going to do, right? So if you go to my website, nextlevelhotshots.com, okay, again, nextlevelhotshots.com. If you refer a person and they sign up and they say, hey, so-and-so referred me and they can give me your information, if I hire them, I'm going to send you a $200 referral of you saying, hey, I follow B Logistics, I follow Brandon, I think he cool, hey, this is my cousin, my uncle, whomever. If I sign them up, right, and they start working for me, I'm going to send you a $200 referral. Somebody should put that in the chat, okay, $200 referral, because I'm just off my mind thinking about the referral program as we talk, okay? I'm going to send you $200, so you might go stupid. It's going to be $200 a truck. So you might have somebody got 3 trucks, their business went under, they can come work for me, I'll sign them up, we run a play, we going good. Now, the key to this that I want to do when I'm telling y'all that I'm merging both realities between the educational piece, because B Logistics was always about education, and the scope of trying to inform carriers. So the reason why I started B Logistics in the first place was when I started my trucking business, I almost lost it because I had a piss poor dispatcher and we were not making any money. Okay. I didn't know what the problem was. I still had a retail management. I understood business. I got the equipment based on what people said I should get, right? So then I was like, okay, what is it that I need to keep going, right? So I'm gonna go answer questions at the end, family. So because of that, I got my business off the ground. I was running it, wasn't making money for about a year. I quit my job. Then I began to dispatch myself because I was like, well, I need to figure out what the problem is. And if it's gonna fail, it's gonna fail with me at the helm. I don't want to blame nobody. So then I got in, started learning how to dispatch. We finally began to turn a profit. And I did that about a year. 2017, that's all we did for about a year and a half. And then I ended up dispatching an owner-operator, third-party situation. And when I first started, I didn't even know how to do it, right? Because I had nobody teach me anything. This was just, everything I learned was just straight from the muscle. Now, because of that, I was like, you know what? I want to give carriers everything I didn't have when I got started. This was the vision of B Logistics, right? So whatever they need, questions, equipment, they need trailers, they need insight, mobile mechanics, any type of mentorship, questions, strategies. Because, back in the day, everybody was picking up calls and everything, which is still stupid. There's no person that can still justify, no matter what they say, if you got a 40-foot trailer that you should be picking up calls using central dispatch. No one can do the argument saying that's ideal for a hotshot because it does not turn a profit. If you picking up cars and you getting $1 a piece, maybe. But you getting them from central dispatch 40 to 60 cents a call, you put 2 cars on the back, your cost for operator is going to be higher than that. So that's a stupid strategy and your insurance is high. So I helped eradicate all those misconstruities and I was just happy doing it as a dispatcher. But now, like I'm saying, with the new insights and stuff that's happening with brokers and stuff, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to now have a program. I just created it, right? This last week is on my website. Again, Next Level Hotshot, nextlevelhotshots.com, okay? And we're going to bring on any equipment type. It don't matter. I know it says Hotshot in my business, but I don't care. We dispatch for 6 different types of equipment type. Y'all know I got 7 dispatchers currently, so it don't matter what I bring on. We're going to be able to run them jokers. But the key is I'm going to teach them business. So this is the program here. Hope y'all paying attention, right? So this is called the 10 West program, okay? 10 West partner program, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to graduate you after you've worked for me for 1 year, okay? So I'm working on a curriculum right now. It's either going to be 6 or 4 lessons that I'm going to sit down with the owner operators one-on-one at the office, and I'm going to teach them business things. Now, if they meet my evaluation metrics, there's a whole list of stuff that you got to be able to perform well as being an owner operator for me. After you work with me for 12 months, the round trip partner is that I will now pay for your motor a carrier for free. Okay? So if you work for me for 12 months, and you meet the metrics, means you a good freaking driver, did what you need to do, you put up a certain amount of money, you didn't have any insurance claims, less than 2 moving violations and all that kind of stuff. You went hard, you did a good job. I'm going to pay out of my pocket to start your motor carrier, okay, authority, for free because I'm investing back into you, okay, to help you get your business off the ground. That's step 1. That's after 12 months, okay? The next level is the load start partner, okay? Load start partner. That one is after you've completed 18 months of service with a favorable evaluation, okay? I am not only going to pay for your MC, but now I'm going to either teach you, which is the owner operator, or somebody you choose, which could be a family member, how to dispatch in-house for 3 days. So that way, when you leave, whoever it is that came to the training or yourself, you'll be able to either self-dispatch properly or your wife, friend, cousin, daughter, friend, whomever will now be able to run you in-house to save you thousands of dollars a month, depending on your equipment type. Okay? So because of that, that is exactly what we are going to be doing when now I'm bringing on owner operators. Okay? So I'm doing it more from the educational aspect, moreover than just promising persons a certain amount of money. Because this is the thing. The first thing carriers, owner operators do is start making some money and they think to themselves, Why am I paying this other person this money? I can just start my own business, but they never learned about the trucking business in the first place. So then they go out here and they fumble because they overly pay themselves. They don't set up certain accounts. They don't set up their money right. They run in dirty. They don't understand compliance, all that. And then they end up going out of business when they start their own business because they don't understand how to establish it properly. Okay, so that's what my goal is to get them to obviously be profitable, run them for a year. They do what they're supposed to do. If they want to leave, a free motor carrier. And then if they make it 18 months, I'm going to send them on their way. And we're going to train whoever they want us to train for 3 days in person per their equipment. So let's do some math, okay? Traditionally, third-party carriers, when they reach out to third-party dispatchers, if they pay 5% and they make $5,000 a week, that means in a month they're going to spend $1,000 a month on a dispatcher per one truck. If you learned how to do it properly, you could do it yourself, or you can hire your wife, girlfriend, somebody else to do it for free. So you at least save yourself $1,000 every single month because you can understand how to do this for yourself. So this is a program that I've created to graduate owner-operators to now being real business owners. Okay? Any questions about what I'm talking about with this program to make sure we have full understanding? And if you send me somebody as a referral, I'm going to send you $200. But this is exactly what we're finna do going into next year. And if a person wants to read the information, they should go to nextlevelhotshots.com, and the link is partnership, okay? Because I believe in partnerships and all that, okay? No, this is just it doesn't cost anything. It's the fact of if I select you, because you got a truck and a trailer, if I choose you to work under my business, this is a part of the deal. This is why I'm hiring people, is to build them up so that way they only have your own business. Because in that process of a year to a year and a half or 2 years, how long they work for me, I'm going to get my money weekly. Because I'm going to get my equity, I'm going to get my percentage on the business. So I'm going to get my money weekly. Okay? So this is just something to give back to people because I'm going to be very strict on who I hire. This is not going to be somebody got a truck and trailer and they want me to train them to do everything. This is not going to be for them. Okay? This is going to be for somebody who's serious. They want to have a business. They may have already had a business and it failed, and they could probably figure out why it failed, but now they want to get back on track. I'm going to teach them how to get shippers. I'm going to teach them how to do the whole nine. You know, okay, the part of the education is, okay, you need this, what you need to call, this website you need to go to, this how you make the database, this is how you reach out to them, this is what your price sheet should look like, all that kind of stuff, right? We'll be able to get it going. I have 2 trucks, 48-foot flat. I'm willing to turn it over to you. I've been in business since 2019. I'm in Houston. Yeah, family, you talking about as me being a dispatch client, or you want to sign up under the umbrella of my MC? Because if you live in Houston, I want to talk. You can DM me and we can talk about it. I'm in Houston, Texas. Yeah, so it could either be from, running under my MC. That's what I'm talking about currently. And, of course, we dispatch. Like, we can take care of y'all on both sides. But I'm adamant about teaching people this business because I've been a carrier since 2016, okay? And so because of that, yeah, we need somebody in Houston because insurance is tripping. I need to be able to see their equipment. We need to be able to go make sure they're compliant. We need to be going through all this stuff, especially in the very beginning. Now, if I start doing it for a little while, maybe I'll reach outside of Texas, but I'm trying to keep the insurance for the owner-operators as low as possible. But insurance is always taxed you when carriers or your owner-operators live in other states, because they know most of the time it's hard to keep them compliant because no one's watching them. Oh, yeah, fam, we got that. I mean, that's our bread and butter is flatbeds, to be honest. So flatbeds and hot shots, that's like our thing. So we do all the equipment types, but I would say that is for sure our thing. That's where we have the most connections. That's where we have shippers list built out. That's when we get the most daily emails from brokers is flatbeds. So, yeah, you want to send it over to us, right? And then keep it running. Okay, thanks. I'm out of it's Texas. Yeah, you can for owner operators, yes. Is Austin too far? No, I can work with Austin because it's only like 2 hours away because we would just set up times for me to see the equipment. Like when you were to come home, we got to check in like every 2 months for us to look at the equipment, make sure it's good, pre and post checklist, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just make sure we on an up and up to keep the insurance, because that's the thing about it's going to let you qualify for me to pay for it after been around for a whole year. Okay? So yeah, that's what we're going to do. But I'm going to be real picky with this, because I feel like this is a wonderful opportunity and everything like that, and we're going to run it. It just depends. Like right now, for you being dispatch, you'd have to be regional or over the road. We don't have any really local work right now. As a dispatch client, I have opportunities like that in my own trucking business. I literally had 2 shippers call me, one on Wednesday and one on Friday. It was like, hey, what's up? Man, I can't do nothing right now, bro. Yeah, I don't do free mentoring though. So, if you want to, we can do some mentoring. It's not going to be free though, family. Just so you know. But yeah. So any type of mentorships and stuff, people want to pay in person, whatever they want to do, they can come to the office. I set everything through my schedule. I'm big about setting my schedule so I can make sure I can be focused on the person that's at hand, right? But I think that this is what I'm going to do. Like, I'm excited about it, because I know what it's like about to go out of business, and so many people are going out of business because they will listen to bad information. They don't know their cost per mile calculations. They out here getting trucks that they can't afford, do what the market is doing. So before I bring on anybody, we're going to go over their cost per mile calculations, how much money they got saved. We're going to see if they can even afford to lease on. Because if I'm doing an 80-20 split and I look at their numbers and, say their cost to operate is $1.80, and, depending on their equipment, it's going to pay $2 a mile. After I take out that, 10%, they going to not, that's going to be 20%. So that means it's going to be $1.80. You take 20%, they're going to be $1.60. They ain't going to be able to afford to come over here. So I'm not even going to do that to them, because I want to make sure they're going to be successful. So let's say the loads are paying $2 a mile. I'm just using this as an example. I need your cost to operate to be like $1.30, $1.40. So that way, of the 20% that you're giving up, to be able to run, you're going to get $1.60. You can still be profitable. You still going to be able to stay in business, and I'll be able to take care of you, and we can make sure we're running a play. Okay, so that's kind of what it looks like. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm going to start using this platform, generally because I've done the most due diligence on this platform. Because, both of these things, I got 11,000 followers. So it's ideal for me to start here. I started my own TikTok trucking business one, look up Next Level Service. I started this one and to be able to go run it, get it set up and do the things that we need to do. Okay, this is off topic. I fell off dispatching and been following you for a while. I still want to get back into dispatching. You're hiring for that as well, or still training? I only hire people that take my in-person training. So my next in-person training is January 8th through the 12th. Just because, a part of, being consistent as a dispatcher is people don't have a day-to-day ritual or schedule that they keep. So that's why I like to train people in person in the class, because the class gives you the structure that we live by as a company that allowed us to be successful. So, I've only been focused on B Logistics being the number one business since January of 2021. And as I'm saying, we have about 45 trucks right now. We finna tighten it up over the next couple of weeks. We're going to hit 50 before January comes. And then I'm looking to maybe hire one person in Houston that took the class. January's the class. So after January class, and I had a couple people that's willing to even move to Houston. That's how committed they are. I got one person, I think, and 2 people in Florida that are willing to move here just to be able to learn how to do this trade, because it takes about 6 months of you doing it daily, and you will really be able to understand how to do this for yourself. The class right now is still half off. I still got the Black Friday because I got one spot left. So it's $1,600 for the week. Normally it's $3,200 because it's for 40 hours. So it's only like $40 an hour or something like that, which is freaking cheap. That's just my Black Friday pricing, but it can only go down. You have to come to the January class, January 8th through the 12th. And so we got the computers. We're going to teach you, put you on the phone with brokers. You're going to book freight in real time. It's going to be all that. I already have dispatchers that's out of Texas, but they don't perform near as well as my ones that have to come to the office. That's the problem. Because people need, in a sense, to be micromanaged, I think, for a while. So I have 3 dispatchers that are remote, but they don't do near as well as the ones that's in-house. By far. 2 of my in-house dispatchers last week booked over 24,000, right, by themselves. So if that was their own business, let's say even if they charge, 7% or something. So yeah, even if they charge, a certain percentage, it's still gonna kill them on the what you call it. Appreciate the follow, family. How much is the mentor pro? Well, I have different mentorings on the website. You click the link in the bio. I just lowered it for the month of January, so most of my mentorship is gonna be 4 hours a month for mentoring traditionally, and that's gonna be $200 for the month of January. I know people are trying to get it going. Yeah, because a part of me hiring dispatchers is I want them to be able to book $15,000 a week after being with me for 90 days. So all my dispatchers have to start with hot shots and box trucks so they can book, depending on the percentage I sign them up for, they're going to be anywhere between 5 to 6%, the dispatcher. And so if I did 5% and you booked $15,000, I'm going to pay you $750 a week. And we're very good at dispatching hot shots and stuff like that with freight traffic and all our resources. So like a lot of times one of my dispatchers had 3 hot shots and they'll book 16 to 18,000. So that could be, I'd be paying you $1,000 only to run in 3 trucks. See what I'm saying? So, and that would just be, if I did like 6%, right? Cause 6% is $900 if you hit 15. So then it goes from there. But I was thinking about doing 5% in the beginning and then 6% after they've been with me for 6 months. Cause I'm thinking about eliminate them from having to call carriers. We're going to call the carriers for them and then give it to them. And then they just have to run it for the first like 6 months. And after that, they got to close their own carriers. And we give them leads. That's what I think I'm going to change. So I think they're going to start out with 5% if they do hot shots, box trucks. After 6 months, when they can call their own leads that we send to them and they close them without no problem, then I move them up to 6%. Because we charge 10. So one of my other dispatchers will do the work to solidify the carrier. Then we'll give it to the dispatcher in order to run them. So yeah, that's what we do, right? So anyway, but yeah, the program mentorship. But if you're talking about, when it comes to being an owner-operator, when I'm going to pay my people, it's 80-20 split. So they're going to start with an 80-20 split. So let's do the math, right? Let's say I'm really going to get back to life then. I like your straw. I appreciate it. So that's the thing, right? So a lot of people, especially now, good morning, family. How you doing? So the thing about it is that I'm going to do some math for y'all real quick so you understand this. When people want to start their own trucking business, and if they don't understand where the logistics is going to come from, they may not necessarily be making more money having their own business. And right now, in this current market, your goal needs to be making as much money as possible because rates are in the trash. It's hard to still get parts. Brokers are messing with you. So let's do the math, okay? And this is just a rule of thumb. I always got to try to, teach something and give y'all some level of value before I get off here, okay? So please listen to this, okay? So let's do the math. So let's say you sign up with a person and they do an 80-20 split, okay? Somebody in the chat, do me a favor, put that in the chat because I want to walk through these percentages with y'all so y'all can make sure you understand. So I don't care who you talk to, what's going on, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it is, right? So that's a part of it, right? But I want y'all to put an 80/20. Somebody put that in the chat for me. So that way I can walk y'all through this so y'all can understand how it makes sense if you're going to decide to sign on with a person or you not, because right now it might be difficult to guarantee a certain amount of rates a lot of times, depending on who you mess with. Thank you so much. So let's say you're doing an 80-20 split. Now, when you start your own authority, you're probably going to be paying about 3% for factoring, okay? So because of that, we're going to start it at 100%. So 80-20 splits owner-op. But we're going to give you an example. So when you start your own business, of course, you get 100% of the money, okay? 3% is normal to take out for factoring, which means now you're left with 97%, okay? Now, depending on what equipment type you have and what your dispatcher charges you is now another percentage. So let's just say, I think most of the people here maybe have hot shots or something, right? Let's say your dispatching charges you 10%, okay? So 97 plus 10, now you're at 87. Now, mind you, now for that first year or so, you're going to have to do your entrance audit, which people ain't ready for. You're going to have to hire a compliance company, which costs about $500 a month to make sure that you're going to be good because this DOT is not playing, okay? Then on top of that, now it's going to be hard as heck almost for the first year for you to get good, consistent freight coming in on a regular basis so there's no telling how much money you're going to make in the first place, okay? That's just to try to equate that. So just for me describing it, you may be under 80% with all those additional variables. Now, This is when it really makes a difference. So what do you do now when you break down? What happens? When you got to get towed from somebody, right? And then keep going from getting towed. Who gonna tow you? How you gonna get home? How somebody rescue you? How much is that gonna cost, right? Let's say your trailer is busted. Okay, I got an extra trailer. Let's say your trailer busted. Okay, and now you got to go to Big Tex. Big Tex is in Houston, right? No cargo vans. So then Big Tex is in Houston. You go rent a trailer for a week. It costs $450. So now if you have, thank you so much, family. So now if you have another company that you're working with, they'll be able to slide you a trailer for maybe $100. Maybe it's free. $150 a week, so you can still keep running and making money that you can make the money to pay for getting your trailer out the shop. Another thing, we have a mechanic shop here in Houston, right? So now, depending on what happens to you, you only got to pay the mechanic once a month. Every 15th of the month, you got to pay the mechanic. So if you got some work that needs to get done on the 21st of December, what's today? That you got to get work done on the 18th of December, and you still got time to get the work done, get your truck back on the road, and you ain't got to pay that invoice until the 15th of January. So with all those things, there's no way you will make more money by yourself in your own business than working with established business, especially in the very beginning. Okay? Now, if you come out here and you got direct customers, that's a different play altogether. But when you're looking at get my business off the ground, I'm trying to stay compliant, I got to get a dispatcher and all that kind of stuff, it's not going to be as advantageous for you as working with somebody else. The more trucks that's on a certain authority, the more opportunities, everybody makes more money because now you have capacity. Capacity would allow you to now get shippers. You see what I'm saying? So with the shippers, you negate the broker, you should get at least 25% more depending on what lanes you are running. So it all depends on the lanes that you're running, with the equipment type that you're running with, depending on what part of the United States you in, depends on what the money gonna look like on the other side. But that's the key. Capacity is gonna allow you to get away from dealing with so many brokers and be able to deal with shippers directly because now you can solve problems. And so most owner operators don't know or they're not educated properly on how to talk to shippers, what the shippers want, what do they need, what does the paperwork look like, capability reports. They're not aware or educated on any of these things, so they just focus on the low board. So then their results are very erratic. But that's the thing. Just because you get a shipper don't mean they're going to keep you forever. You may get a shipper and lose one every couple of weeks, and you keep trying to run the play. The goal is to now have shippers and brokers and run your business on both of those dynamics, not just brokers only. So a lot of that stuff is what we're going to focus on educating and doing a part of the business to make sure that we are successful and you maximize the program. Okay? Any questions, or I need to start up about the program that we have for signing on owner ops. So my trucking business is looking to sign up owner ops in the Houston area that already know how to load secure. You got to have a good truck, a good trailer already. And if you send me somebody, I'm going to slide you $200, but through the process of us signing them up, I'm going to teach and train them that when they leave me, they will be able to start and run their own successful trucking business as a part of them coming to me. Okay? If they come and we give them an MC and everything and they leave, then they're going to get 20% off of their dispatching. So let's say they had a big truck and we charge 7% and they leave. They say, can you dispatch me? Sure. We'll lock them in for 5% and we'll still dispatch their equipment. So again, there's no way. I thought about this for days to figure out what can I do to give people the best value that they can possibly get for signing on to my trucking business to where once they leave, they're going to be good. Sammy, what's happening, friend? Dallas, don't come in here today, please, with that. Please don't come in here with the Cowboy stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm scarred from last night game. Please let me make it. Okay. So yeah, so that's what we doing. Okay. Any questions I can answer? I know some people on Instagram had a couple questions. I kind of missed it, but now I'm opening up for questions. I know, please. You know what I'm saying? Let me make it, please. I owe you something. I'll cash app you. Just let me make it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to send you a universe next time you on live. You know what I'm saying? Just let me make it. So, yeah, any questions I can answer for y'all. So I want to make sure that I may be using this platform to talk about, my trucking business too, until we really build it out. Just because I've spent the most time talking on this platform. So I'm going to leverage this platform to now start doing it before I just start hiring people, because I love word of mouth. Everybody know that's the best. So I'd rather be putting money in people's hand like y'all to say, hey, go talk to Brandon over there. You get hired. I'd rather pay you than to go on Indeed and spend a couple $1,000s and get all my owner operators on Indeed. And I don't put any money in anybody else's hand that supports me. So if y'all here watching this or liking or commenting or buying resources, y'all supporting me. So I try my best to put money back in other people's hands that support me, because that is the definition of group economics. Put your money together, okay? And you can move easier and faster, okay? So that's what I try to do. That's why I only hire my own people that take my training. I hire them dispatchers only because they invested in me. To me, it's common sense to invest back into another person. But people that take all your money and they go hire a complete stranger. To me, that's wild. I know people do that, but to me, that makes no sense. If you teaching people how to do something that you do, why would you not hire that person to say thank you for supporting me in the first place? That's common sense to me. Messing with my dispatcher, I'd like to ask you something of this. Okay. Yeah, you have to. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, any other questions? Thank you so much, Miss Sammy. Okay. Group economics. Any other questions I can answer for y'all? Otherwise, I'm going to let y'all make it today, because I really didn't come here for dispatching stuff. But just in case, go look on the website, the live trainings. Okay, we've already had a couple people sign up for them. Live trainings going down. So I'm telling you right now, everybody needs to take, if you're a dispatcher, if you ain't got 8 trucks, you need to take the 10K dispatch class. It's only $100, and I'm going to teach you for 3 hours. I'm going to show you a 4-step process of what we do and what I'm going to show you to do. What's happening, family? In order for you to engage with over 10,000 carriers every month. If you engage with 10,000 carriers a month and you cannot close at least 5 a month, something is wrong with you, okay? Because the problem is that y'all engage with maybe 5 of them and then complain that you can't get your business off the ground. 10,000 a month is what I'm going to show you how to do through a systematic approach. That's the same thing we do. So if you are a dispatcher, you don't have 8 trucks. That is not a random number. 8 is the number. You need to take that 10K class. I'm only going to let 10 people be in it per class. We're going to have the class once a month the first 3 months out of the year. It's always a tongue twister. So we're going to have the same class in January, February, March. Okay? Then the next class is how and why you should hire a virtual assistant. January, February, March. Then we're going to teach you hot shot, specialty dispatching, niche, specialty dispatch for 3 hours. What's up, Jazz? Then it's going to be box trucks in February. I'm sorry. Yes. Hot shot January, box truck February, and March is going to be flatbed. Okay, for 3 hours, we're going to go over how, why, running, truck load ratio, what's going on, pivot, how much money should you ask for, how do you know that, what variable are you using, the difference between spot freight, contract freight. We're going to go over all, we're going to go so deep, because even though y'all took a course, y'all still don't know how to negotiate. It's not about asking for a certain amount of money. It's about positioning the truck. Do that specialty equipment? Is it regular equipment? How old is authority? What is it the peak time of the day to ask for money? There's a multitude of variables that are associated with moving a truck at a high rate. Last week, I showed y'all one of my dispatchers moved one of our flatbed to make $8,000 in this piss poor market. When you go right now on DAT, I think we average a truck like at $280 a mile. Right over the road, it was $280 a mile. But if you go look at the spot freight market right now on DAT 1, it says that it says flatbeds like $1.87. So how in the world did we get over a whole nother dollar for 4 loads to put up $8,000 in a week? So this was just straight running over the road, repositioning. So we charge 7% for the flatbed, right? This flatbed, 7%. So 7% of $8,000 is $560. So a lot of y'all could run 2 of them jokers and y'all be straight, right? But that's what I'm saying. You got to be able to do it, because if you was only dispatching that truck for $1.87, what it says right here on the market, you would have made like $5,300. It's like a $2,700 difference that you would have made if you was only getting $1.87. A lot of y'all learn how to dispatch right? Because y'all understand the operational aspect of dispatching, but you don't know how to do it well. So you would have dispatched the loads, but you'd have been at like $1.87 or $2. So you probably would have got fired. I always laugh at that because it's funny, but it's not, right? That's what I'm saying. What's up, Jazz? You know what I'm saying? Y'all go tap in with my girl, Jimmy Jazz, over here. She got y'all. Sprinter vans, all that. Y'all need to go over there. Jimmy Jazz Everything Trucking on Instagram. Go follow on Instagram. Okay? Jimmy Jazz _ Everything Trucking for your Sprinter needs. Sprinter and box truck needs, okay? To my people that hit me up with that, go on over there, okay? Because we really don't mess with it. I dispatch, box trucks, but all the owner op, all that other stuff, I don't know about none of that. I don't mess with that. Okay, any questions? Otherwise, I'm gonna let y'all make it. So yeah, questions or concerns, DM me. I can shoot you the link to the next level page so you can read upon it, understand, and $200 referral. $200. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do this referral program through social media for like the month of January. After that, I'm just gonna turn it up on LinkedIn. I'm sorry, not LinkedIn. Well, LinkedIn is one of them, but I'm gonna turn it up on Indeed, and I'm gonna snatch them all up. So I always want to give my people opportunity first to get a bag before I just go make it happen by myself. Okay? Any questions, family? So now I open it up for the next 10 minutes. Any questions about dispatching or owner ops or leased on opportunities? Okay? So any dispatch questions, owner operator questions, or leased on opportunities. That's the 3 categories of questions that if y'all want to, we can go over there real quick in the next 8 minutes. I'm looking back and forth because I'm on Instagram and I'm on TikTok at the same time. That's I'm looking back and forth. I need to learn how to do that this next year, start going on in Indeed like this. I mean LinkedIn. Hey, I'm new to the business. I'm having trouble finding carriers. Okay. That is why we have a class coming up. Okay. I'm going to show you how to impact at least 10,000 a month. So I have an ebook on my website. It has 5 strategic plays, right, of what you need to do. But for the free, in general, you can go to the FMCSA, get the information, and you can reach out to them. Okay. But the problem with that is that, number one, the platform currently is acting really strange. It's not doing what it used to do, first of all. Secondly, on top of that, most people don't know what to say in the first place, right? So because of that, they're going to struggle anyway with trying to get that information set across, okay? Yes, Sammy, my next class in January 8th through the 12th. Okay, what class do I need to become a dispatcher? You need to come to the in-person training, okay, of MAC 10. The in-person training is going to teach you everything. When I say everything, I mean everything, and has free mentoring after you leave. This is why we do the class for 36 to 40 hours in a week. You have to invest in yourself, mentally, financially, and physically to show up. Because if you're serious, you would want to make sure that you have no doubt in your mind that you can do it. This is why we do 40 hours in a week. And I'm telling you, people complain about not learning how to dispatch well, and they still want to learn it in 3 hours on a Saturday. Stop doing that. I'm not saying you doing it by no means, but people got that in their mind. So imagine what you can learn in 40 hours a week. And this is why I created 40. Let me tell you why real quick. If you are a grown person, I mean 18 and older, everyone has had a job. When you started the job, you knew nothing. Somebody trained you. You did the job well enough. That's why you at least worked the job for, say, 45 days. Okay? That's what it is. So that means you can be trained to do any job. But some people, 45% of the population, has to learn hands-on. So now to say, okay, I'm just going to read and figure out how to do it online with no one to ask questions. This is why so many people are failing. Because you didn't learn like that kindergarten through high school. You were in a class, had a quiz, homework, questions, answers, worksheets. You had time to learn. We're not stupid. You're not stupid. You're just trying to learn information outside of the way you actually learn. This is why we do in person. Okay? Any question about this? Keep it going. I see some people over here shooting it up. Yeah, they like what's happening, okay? Yes, January 8th. You gonna come, Jay? You gonna come, Sammy, you coming? Well, I'm gonna show you how you come. I'm coming. Are you coming, huh? We'll see. Let's see what's happening. You know what I'm talking about? Right? But I'm saying, if you're an owner op and you got 2 trucks, that's prime example. We're going to run the play for you, right? Just show you what you would say, okay? Let's say you come to me and we do dispatching, say 7%, okay? Let's say your trucks make 5 bands. 5 bands, 7% is like $350. So that means every truck, I would charge you $350 a week to dispatch, which would give me $700, okay? 3 weeks of that, $700 is $2,100. Just that you pay me in 1 month, okay, to dispatch. That means that if you did it yourself, let's just say that you were just as cold, because we're going to show you what we do, right? The class is $1,600. That means in 1 month, after you learned, you would have paid, you got all your money back for your own trucks. Then you would have learned how to have a side dispatch company at the same note. That's when I be telling people, when you count the cost, it's a steal. Because now you can control everything in-house. Then you can start a separate dispatch company on the side, and you can hire a person in-house. When you hire a person in-house to dispatch, like whoever you hire, something like that, it's a steal, I know, right? There you go. You charge me, like whoever you hire, something like that, it's a steal, I know, right? There you go. You charge me, you pay me anywhere between $500 to $700 a week, and they would dispatch all your trucks. That's what you would train an in-house dispatcher hourly. But when you go to third party, that's when you get ate up. So as my business, I always had in-house dispatching because I always calculated the cost. Always. So that's when people got wives, girlfriends, kids, friends, whatever's like, send that person on over here, get the education. If you know they make, $20 an hour with their job, 40 hours a week or something, right? Then after taxes, they only making like $600 a week anyway. You can pay them $600 a week, give them the job, and then they work for you. And then as you scale your business, you ain't got to pay them extra. Exactly. So that's why people be sleeping on that in-house hustle. I don't know why they sleep on it. I think if people they're not really doing the math. And I do the math for everything, right? I do the math for everything to be like, okay, this don't make sense. I could just, in 1 month get my money back. That's the whole idea of, return on investment, right? I put my money up. I got my money all back. But then even with this situation, it'd be more like a return on revenue, right? Return on revenue is even greater than that. And you look at it from a long-term position because you have physical assets. Okay, so it's more like return on revenue more than return on investment. That's on a whole nother, financial scale. Okay? Any other questions I can answer for you if I'll let y'all make it? Yeah, come. We got 1 spot left. January 8th through the 12th. All you do is go to the website, blelogistics.net. Scroll on there. Hit the courses. The course tab fall down. Slide down on the course tab. You're going to see the course before the course after, the hot shot course, and you're going to click the course after the course. Click that button. That button will give you our 3 options. You want the black edition. The black edition is the one that's going to give you the in-person. Oh, excuse me. Because we have 4 people already coming. I like to have 5. So we need 1 more spot for the 5th person to be in position. Yeah. Any other questions I can answer? My TikTok family going hard today. I love it. Come on, TikTok. What else y'all got? TikTok be talking. Instagram, where y'all at? IG done fell off. Where my IG? Come on. Right? TikTok, what else y'all got for me? I'll keep it going a little while longer. I appreciate y'all. Ask your questions. Ask your questions. My favorite thing is Q&A. Like, I don't even like really coming here and having something to teach. I'd rather just turn on the camera and then let y'all ask me. I've been telling people that people still don't do it. The last 3 times I went live, we be going hard, 50, 70 people. And I'm like, hey, y'all, drop in a question, and they don't do it. And I'm like, send me questions, give me topics to teach on, I'll do it. Okay, bet, let me lock that in. Yeah, definitely do that, family. I'd love to have you in class. You H-Town on top of that. I might do something special for you. You come to class, I got something. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, because I got these shippers list, right, for the whole city of Houston, technically the whole state of Texas, right? You come to the class, I'm going to hook you up. So all you got to do, you're going to learn in class what you got to do, and then you get free mentoring after that. So then I'm going to give you the list probably, the whole list. That list got like, I'm going to give you the master list. The master list, I think, got like 1,800 connections on it. And you can see the notes and everything like that and just go crazy with it. See what you can get some, because then if you get something crazy, I'm going to be going over the list again too with my new owner operators, we can even run something together. Right? Because we in H-Town together. You know what I mean? Ain't no competition. Let's get this collaboration going. Because even if you got 2 trucks, you go to a shipper, they moving 100 trucks a week. So it's like, man, let's tap in and pull up with only people we know getting some of them 100 trucks. Get rid of them other ones. Yeah, family, I hope you do. Because that's be extra. Because that shipper's list is $200 by itself. And that's with the one that I put on the website. And I only got like 500, I think, or 400 connections on it. The master list, that's the one. Because it actually tells you their name, if they in contracts, when the contract over. That one has all the extra stuff. Okay. But anyway, can I let y'all make it? Legendary, thank you so much for tuning into the live. Should I go over this recap one more time? Y'all let me know. Should I recap what we got going on one more time? If anybody who snuck in here at the last minute. Okay, IG, I'm going to let y'all go DM me because I got messages coming through. TikTok, what y'all got for me? Any questions I can answer for y'all? Where is the school? Well, it's in Houston, technically. If you're looking at when people come to me and learn our facility, if you're talking about what's going on in general, that is going to be in Houston, Texas. Hey, do you do one-on-one? I do, yes. And I just lowered my pricing for January for mentorship is $199, and we do 4 to 6 hours in a month of mentorship one-on-one. So that means whatever you want. Social media, back office, website. Let's go look at it. Let me look at your flyers. Does your content make sense? Is your website good? Do you have good paperwork? Is your carrier agreements on point? Does it have some flaws? Why do you do what you do? Show you how to dispatch for certain things. We can role play if you set up a couple of calls for a certain time of day, and I can be on the call. Like I can be on Zoom and listen to your calls, give you feedback. It's whatever you need is what we go over just in general, right? To help you in any way that we can through the one-on-one. So most of my clients usually going from like my most recent one, she just got done last month. She had 4 carriers when we started. Then I told her to get rid of 3 out of the 4. So she went down to 1 because only 1 was good. And then she did it for 3 months. And then at the end of November, she had 7 that were good and she was looking at hiring already. But she had been dispatching these 2 to 4 carriers like over a year and a half because she just didn't have a good business model. So she was fearful, didn't know how to get a lot of carriers. So now she got 7 of them. So I forgot to ask how much she was making now. But all she does is hot shots and box trucks, and she eating. So definitely tap in. Yeah, I got 2 positions. I have 2 mentorship spots available for January. Only can do 2 more people in January. Yeah, that answer your question? So yeah, if you anything in person, y'all got to pull up on me in Houston. If you come, right? If you come to the class in Houston, we have a hotel that's on the very bottom of the website that you stay at. The hotel has a shuttle bus that will bring you to and from the office every single day as well on top of that. Oh, okay, I got you. I mean, if anything, the biggest thing that you probably could do because you cannot travel, Wilfred, right, is I need you to focus on not necessarily the craft, right? So you can take a regular course, not necessarily focus on the craft or the day-to-day operations of dispatching, but more the marketing, right? Because if you work on the marketing aspect, you'll be getting a lot of leads. And if you start getting a whole bunch of leads coming in, then you can just hire dispatchers that are struggling. See? You know what I'm saying? So you may still be like, I don't know, right? But say when you go to these Facebook groups and you see all these dispatchers can't get a carrier, can't get a carrier, can't get a carrier. Well, if you could get carriers and they looking for more work, you would just hire them. You fix the problem. Does that make sense? Yeah. Good question, though. It's a real good question. Any other question I can answer for y'all? No? Okay. Well, appreciate y'all. Grace and peace. What time is the class normally held? Okay, Sam, you still here? Okay. Every time we was doing 8 to 5. I think this year I'm going to do 9 to 5 or maybe 9 to 6, okay, in January because I'm old, right? And so I think that when I've been throwing off my sleep schedule 2 times when I had the class, I wake up like 4 o'clock in the morning and it messed up my like little vertigo. You know what I mean? Made me feel kind of for like a week afterwards because it messed up my sleep pattern. They said that's one of the causes. So I'm thinking about we're going to do 9 o'clock, right? So we do like 9 to 6. I know. So 9 to 6, you know, do it this year and see how it works to make sure because my office is like 45 minutes away from my house. So like it take me like almost an hour and a half to get there with traffic. So I would just get there hella early. So I got to wake up stupid early. So this year I'm going to be like, no, I'm not going to. I'm just going to wake up just enough time to get there and I'm going to make sure it doesn't mess with me. You not old. I'm saying my body feel like it's 138 for me to start having vertigo already. Do you dispatch how? I do. That is how we got on. That's how we built our entire company is on dispatching hot shots. We have dispatched well over 7,000 hot shot loads as a company. We have technology, resources, the whole 9 for hot shots. Yes, that is how we cut our teeth in the industry. Cut our teeth. Yes. Okay. Good question. Any other question I answer? I appreciate you, Jules. I feel like, 15. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's good or bad, though. I feel my body's saying something else. For the one-on-one, is the link in your bio? It should be. Let me just turn the camera around so I can see, right? Because it should be. Let me just turn the camera around and make sure you can. We'll walk it together. I turn this mother up and around. Flip camera. Okay, let's go to the website real quick. This is the next level. Okay, so this when you go to the website, you can click any link on the bio, you know what I mean, to get to the website or whatever, okay? Once you get here, then what you're going to do is you're going to come up to services, okay? Once you come up to services, you're going to slide down right here, and you're going to hit the mentorship and training. Boom, okay? And then it's going to ask you another thing because we got to tell you about it a little bit, right? Okay. And then what you want to do, right, is you're going to hit this freight dispatch mentorship right here in the middle, right? Boom, $199. Okay. As I said, I lowered it because I know January's coming. So we do it for carriers. I'm trying to do mentorship only for hot shot carriers, though, right? Because I have like the load securement. I got a lot of stuff. I got connections. So I've been only doing that one. Then this is you. And then this is somebody who only wants to focus on building out their social media platform. So that's SEO, how to be found on Google, what to post, how to post on a consistent basis, how to storytell, all that. So that's our 3 current packages that we have for social media. For mentorship. But that's how you get there. Does it help you out? Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to give you a follow. Yeah, you're very welcome. Are you in Houston? Where are you located? Miss Tash. Legendary. I like that. Legendary. Florida. Man, so many people from Florida be tapping in. Man, I wish you would have tapped in with me last year. I was in Florida in August. Was it August? Yeah, it was August. I went to Tampa. When I was I'll get to moving around again probably around April or something. April or June. Let this make sure there's not going to be no crazy weather. But yeah, definitely tap in with that. We can get it set up because normally the price is like $450 for every month. So yeah, I mean, most times I say mostly by 2 months, most people get it because I want to make sure they're making at least $1,000 a week before we stop. Can you give me advice on entering into freight dispatch when working full time? Sure. I don't never recommend people doing dispatching part-time, right? I don't recommend that, to be honest. Because the reason why people want to do this, if they're going to do it themselves, is to replace that job. So think about it like this, okay? After you understand what freight dispatching is, you may, and I'm gonna use that word very loosely, may be able to dispatch a carrier part-time, but that would usually be a big truck, flatbed, dry van, reefer. Don't think that you can dispatch a box truck and a hot shot part-time, because there's so many few loads in comparison. So like, for instance, I'm not gonna go to that right now, but let's say you are, say you dispatch a hot shot, right? And you live in Florida, like Miss Tosh, right? Say you live in Florida. Well, if you pull up the load board at 200-mile radius, you might find 40 loads. Once you go through all the loads, it might be 0 loads. So let's say your carrier needs $1.50 a mile to move their truck. You may be on that load board for 8 hours before you find a load paying $1.50 and staring at it, because a good load will pop up and be gone within like 2 minutes if you're not watching the load board for little trucks. Okay, so a big truck is different. Semi trucks that you just now need to find a load. So you could probably wake up, stay up late, maybe 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, maybe from 5 to 8 o'clock in the morning, and find a load for that big truck, book it for them, and then they would just communicate without the day, depending on the logistics, where they going, they picking up, they got any problems, whatever. So you may be able to do that. So for that, I usually try to do, I try to bring people in person because it's easy for me to show them, right? But I try to bring people in and show them how to build out the marketing side, and then just hire dispatchers until enough money comes in to where they can fully quit their job and they can just, flow into the business, right? So depending on how much you make, right? So this is how I usually do it for people, right? Let's say you make $25 an hour, okay? Oh, I don't know if y'all want me to do this math. Y'all want me to break down this math real quick? I'll let y'all tell me in the chat. Chat, let me know if y'all want me to break down this math. How do I get locked in on your website January 8th? Okay, okay. So what you do is you come up to the very top right here, click courses, right? I'm gonna come back to you, Tori. Okay, you're gonna come down here, see this is the first course before the course. You're gonna blow past this one, you're gonna hit this course after the course. Boom. You click this one, and it's this one right here, the black edition. Oh, right there. Scroll down, boom. Add to cart. As soon as you hit that payment, it'll slide through. So my assistant is gonna be sending out all the information of everything you need to know this Friday. Yeah, that's where it is. If you got a question, let me know. Come back. Okay, so then we'll go back. Yes, please. All right, cool. So let's say you make $25 an hour. Okay, I'm break down this math, because this is what you need to be considering when you think about leaving your job. Okay, $25 an hour. Traditionally, people work 40 hours a week. That means you make $1,000. Okay, now what you're gonna do? You're gonna take 30% off that, which is $300 minus 1,000. Okay, and now you at $700. Okay, now $700 represents the amount of money that you actually get in your hand. Okay. Now, the second part of this is now you need to go back and look over your bills over the last couple of months, and you need to deduct how much money do you spend in fuel weekly driving to and from work every day. So let's say you got a regular car. It's not that much. It only costs $25 to fill it up every week, right? So now you're $675. The next thing you're going to do is look at how much food you spend during the week eating, if you eat at your job. So let's say you're real reasonable. You only spend $5 a day, 5 days a week, another $25, right? So now you're at $650. And you say, all right, so based on my job that I have, I only make $650 to my hand. We're not going to get into when you get gas, it's 8% tax. When you pay your light bill, 8% tax. You can't get no write-offs. We ain't going to get into all that. We just gonna look at it from $650, okay? And that is because you at the house, you better eat food in the grocery store. If you walk your kids to the bus stop, you walk them. Do not be riding around in your car. Okay, please hear me with that. This right here costs money. Right here, me break this down just so y'all know. But anyway, let's keep going, okay? So now you know you need to make $650 a week. That's what you know. So now, when you think about dispatching, you need to learn how to dispatch for multiple equipment types. That's why I tell people to come in person, or you need to do some mentorship where you can know how to dispatch for more than one equipment type. So let's say you're going to dispatch for box trucks, okay? Somebody put box trucks in the chat. This I'm going to show you. I'm a teacher, right? A lot of people be on here be capping, but I'm telling you, I'm a teacher, right? I love this, okay? Let me show you real quick. Back on to this because I want to show you real numbers, right? So you can have some real numbers, not, oh, they be giving you numbers. I be seeing all the time these fools be out here capping, give you numbers from 2 years ago, 8% for a flatbed and all that, or 10% for a flat. They be out here capping on y'all, okay? So we're going to run through this national average numbers. So somebody put 650 in the chat for me so I don't forget. So I can go back and use that number when I pull it. I'm going to use my calculator again, okay? So this right here is freight traffic, the tool that we had. This is box trucks. This is hot shots, okay? So we're going to look at this math because box trucks right now are trash. So you got to be straight up, straight up running partials, which is something you got to learn how to do, okay? Thank y'all so much, 650, right? Okay, so now, if you get a carrier, I'm telling you right now, do not bring on box trucks that are not over the road. So let's say the national average is $1.17, which is terrible. And I'm telling you right now, you're going to be able to do something else besides that, but this is for the illustration. Let's say they go out here and they put up 2,500 miles in a week. That means it's going to be $29.25 that they will make. Now, you should be moving this truck for like $1.50. This is why, like, say if they live in a red place right here, say they live in Texas, see it's 71 cents, you would get 2 loads at $1.40 and move them to a place that's like Illinois, $1.46, and then you will continue to go. That's for a later date. But anyway, you would get higher than 117 is my point, okay? But let's just say we're going to do the math. $29.25 times 10%, right, is now you would make $300 in a week. So honestly, box trucks make about $4,000 a week, just to keep it 100 with you, right? But we're going to still use 300. So now, you got 300, and let's say you get 3 trucks, $900. So 3 box trucks over the road, I make $900. Y'all see that math? Yes or no? Somebody confirm that you got this math, because then I'm going to take it a step further. There's 3 trucks, and my ladies have an advantage. Dudes, I'm sorry. Fellas, I'm sorry, man, okay? But the ladies, they can be cute, bat their eye, they can go live, be kissy faces. All the carriers come pull up on me. Y'all should go follow Sammy, right? She can do, I'm telling you, she going to get like hella carriers if she come to this class, because that's all people be, I'm in love on her live already, right? She just be like, you can be in love as long as you got the MC, okay? So anyway, $900, right? Now, that's 3 trucks. So just to make sure you good, whatever amount of money you need, right? Whatever amount of money you need, you want to duplicate that in trucks. Okay, so if you get 3 trucks, make this, you need to have 6 trucks, okay? Because if you have 6 trucks, not all of them are going to run every week. So if you have 6, 3 for sure should be running every single week. So that way, if you divide that by 2, 900. Going into January, most carriers are going home for Christmas and New Year's. So a week like that, when everybody went home, you could probably make, because every truck might get on the road, you can make that amount of money working for Wi-Fi. So depending on the equipment type, depending on what you charge, depending on if they're local, over the road, regional, that's all the stuff that I teach you, right? Will depend on how much money you can anticipate. But it all starts with the estimation of your job. This is why you might say that's cool, but maybe I want Brandon for a month of mentoring to teach me how to run it with me just hiring people. Let's do the same play. If you out here reaching out to 10,000 carriers in a month, obviously you're going to be straight, right? So let's say you get 10 carriers, okay, times 300 apiece, okay? We're going to still divide that in half. But you had 10 trucks this time, right? Because now you hiring other dispatchers. If half of them run, you're going to make 1,500. Well, if you got to deal with a dispatcher and you charge 10%, they get 5, you get 5. That's how you hire them. Both of y'all will make $750, so you still make the same amount of money whether you dispatch the trucks or not. Y'all don't appreciate me. See, I just gave y'all that. Somebody write a whole ebook on that right there, a whole ebook for $20, and I just gave it to you, right? So that's what I'm saying. So like for me, this is why I don't drive trucks. I don't dispatch trucks no more. I have Airbnbs. I run them automated through AI technology. My brother steps in and does the rest, right? I have a landscaping company. I don't do stuff. I run that same play as being the middle person, bringing in the customers, training people, because I know how to do the stuff, training them. They do it. Both parties get paid. We can have a 50-50 split. It's fine. Both parties are happy with the pay. You running the play. You see that? I like when you put that wow. See what I'm saying? So I can teach you how to get it done a multitude of ways. So as part-time, it's best to learn marketing. Yes. Yes, Sammy. Yes. Yes. If you went right now to a Facebook group, and I don't have time to go through this, right? If you went to a Facebook group right now, just everybody got Instagram, you should have Facebook. You don't, just get one for this illustration. Go to a Facebook group. Tap in dispatching 101, dispatching helpers, whatever. Just type in something dispatching. Go in the group and just look at how many people every day, not some days, people in there every day saying, I can't get a carrier, I can't get a carrier, I can't get a carrier, can't get a carrier. Somebody help me. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, right? So now you come along and you can say, well, I know how to get carriers because Brandon showed me how to get them. I know how to sell them. I know how to close them. I know the proper way to run them. I understand all this stuff, but I may be busy or I don't want to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hire a couple of people that work remote. I'm going to give them opportunities and I'm going to wait till them to get good and then run the play. That's it, right? Yeah, now, I mean, I'm saying that like, is it? That is the objective, but you may go through 10 dispatchers because they may be playing with you. That's what you got to be aware of, and you got to be okay with that. If not, if you don't want to hire, you should not be an entrepreneur. That's what somebody should put that in the comments. If you don't want to hire, you should not be an entrepreneur. Because when you hire, then that means you got to be able to fire people. And if somebody's detrimental to your business, you got to fire them jokers. So if you don't want to hire, you should not be an entrepreneur. Then you should work your job, learn, get financial literacy, and invest money. Because if you're dealing with people, you're going to fire. I just fired somebody Tuesday, right? I might fire another person tomorrow. Like, so it just, you know, because I got other people coming in because I set expectations, give people a period of time. They can't do it. I got to let you go, Playboy. But I'm very honest. I'm not rude about it. I'm very respectful for it because they understood the expectation. Again, they just could not get it done. And a lot of times they know, they like, I know I really wasn't able to do it. They know what's up. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you got to have integrity for your business. So that's how I run my business till this day. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to get back out there and maybe take a week to dispatch just to, you know, feel like I'm back in the squad because I have not booked a load since January 2021. I have not booked a load. I know how to do it. I still study with my team. I give them stuff, articles. I go over to load boards. I train dispatchers on a regular basis. But for me just to sit down, have a carrier, fill out their information, and sit there and have to move their truck myself, I've had to do that since January 2021. So y'all need to be learning from people that do that. Okay, any other questions? My friend Sammy's still here. She won it today. Look at that. She got, y'all go follow Sammy Lee. She got 40,000 people. Soon as she go live talking about owner operator, she gonna get 5 of them. I'm telling you, I get it won't take longer than a month. Just from social media, they gonna come. I'm telling you. That's the benefit of building a platform. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. 40,000, send me 20,000. I'm gonna go crazy with them, Sammy. Send me 20. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna flip them. Okay. Any other questions I can answer for y'all? You know what I'm saying? Send me 20 of them. Boy, I'm gonna run up a play. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Ladies, they be cheating. So to my fellas, you gotta have systems. You gotta have systematic approach. You might need to have a virtual assistant. You might need to run Facebook ads, Instagram. You need a system. I'm telling you, I'm gonna flip them. You know what I'm saying? So that's easy. I'm saying when you get a customer, I'm telling you, you got your business mind, you give them value that they need. People need information. They need resources. They need help. You can do the job, scope of work, man, that's going to be a play. I'm going to learn. I'm telling you, I got you. Wow, I love this. I'm telling you, I'm a teacher. Like, people be out here selling courses because they want to make money. I love to teach. Like, I love it. I love for that bell to go off in somebody's mind. Boop. That little, what is it? That light bulb. Boop. I love that. I love for the light to go off in somebody's mind. Man, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Like, I got you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got to go out there and go get it. That's the part that's difficult. Okay? Any other questions I can answer for y'all? Now I'm going to let y'all go. Because I got back from the gym. I ain't took no shower or nothing. I was just excited to jump on here and announce what I got going on. Boy, on this computer, do this busy work, which is annoying. Okay? I love the moves. I love to be on here in the gram. I love that. Hate this computer work, but I need to set up some stuff. Got a lot to do. All that good stuff. I'm trying to get these owner operators lined up. trying to run a play. Okay, any questions I can answer for y'all? Get some shippers list right there. Oakdale to Katy, ready now. Flatbed work, 800 from Louisiana to here. That's like $350 a mile. No? Okay. Well, I appreciate y'all. Grace and peace to you. Questions or concerns, DM me. Sammy, DM me your number so I can text you and mess with you. So that way we can talk about it if you're serious about this thing or not, to assess your, if you're trying to pull up or not. I'm going to text you, be like, what's happening? Don't tell me nothing about the Cowboys neither. Don't say nothing, you know what I'm saying? If somebody's on here, they want me to call them real quick, because I do usually 10-minute calls for $1. DM me your number. I'll call you right quick. It's 11:17. So if you DM me your number, depending on who first or whatever, I'll do 10 minutes of just topping it up with you. Usually only cost $1 anyway. Anybody worry about no dollar? But I just hate it because people don't be serious. So if they schedule a call, they don't call, that'd be making me mad, right? So I'm telling them to call right now. If you can't talk right now, you better tell me, hey, call me at 12 or something, right? But if you DM me your number, I'm going to hit you right now. So depending who first, I'm going to hit everybody just in general. I talk a bunch. I don't care. Oh, I know that. I could tell that. I assess that from afar. You know what I'm saying? But maybe I need to call you last, then I call the other people first to make sure that they longer than 10 minutes. Oh, if we go over 10 minutes, it'll be all right. Oh, I know that was saying. See, I know. I'll be like, because I know we ain't gonna never win nothing, but I just don't. I try not to heckle too many people because I'm like, I don't like when I receive it on the other end. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah. But anyway, yeah. DM me your number. I'm gonna hit y'all right now. So I would say limited to a lot of people, or maybe 5 people. I hit y'all real quick to see what's up. Any questions you may ask or whatever. Any further information. Sometimes people don't put everything on the internet, or sometimes they be vetting the little comments or whatever. And so sometimes I cannot see certain comments either, just because. Okay. Any other than that, I appreciate y'all again. DM me your number. I'll hit you for like in the next few minutes. And then we can answer any questions that you have to get y'all locked in January. Because like I said, everything I do is always seated. It's always a limited seating because I don't like having a stupid amount of people, because then it takes away from the vibe, right? You get too many people in the room. I've had it before. I had like 7, 8 people come for dispatch training, and 2 people's personalities like so crazy. I'd be like, shut up. You know what I mean? Because then you're messing up for the other people in the class. So that's why I don't even let more than a certain amount of people be together to make sure that everybody who gets a class gets an opportunity to learn, ask questions, get value, all that stuff. Okay? But anyway, grace and peace to you, right? Y'all be safe out there. If y'all driving, drive safe. If not, enjoy it. If I don't catch y'all back on here again, have a merry Christmas. Be ready to go hard in January, okay? Grace and peace to y'all.